kind of a shocked stand.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, strange. Never mentioned, you know.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Oh, strange never. And because you're kind of like, he didn't tell me this is some beautiful girl just hanging around his.
Okay.
And then, kind of, I want you to do like a little circle to yourself, kind of like you're talking through it, being like, okay, I'm just making sure I heard you right for this beginning, and then come back to her.
I'm very fond of you, Cecily.
So yeah.
Come back and sit.
Come back to her, and let's have Kayla stand on pray do. I think whenever one has anything unpleasant to say, one should always be quite candid. And instead of going to her this way, I want you to go around.
Okay.
So, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, kind of make a circle around this couch to, you know, I'm very fond of you, Cecily. I have liked you ever since I met you, but I'm bound to state now. That now that I know you in this world, I can't help but express a wish you were, well, just a little older than you seem to be, and not quite very right. So, why don't you stand, you know, oh.
It's strange, you never mentioned that he had a ward. Secret of him. He goes, more interesting hourly. I'm not sure how it inspires me with feelings of unmixed delight.
And then you can sit like this.
Okay.
Oh,
You're-
I like that.
Because you're like, okay, this is a little weird. I wasn't expecting this, but we've gone along so far. So
Okay. I like
that doesn't make sense.
Yes.
And
Okay.
alright, can we start from my dear guardian?
My dear guardian, with the assistance of Miss Prism, has the arduous task of looking after me.
Your guardian?
Yes, I am Mr. Worthing's ward.
Oh. It is strange, he never mentioned to me he had a ward. How secretive of him. He grows more interesting hourly. I'm not sure, however, that the news inspires me with feelings of unmixed delight. I am very fond of you, Cecily. I've liked you ever since I met you, but I am bound to state now that that I know you are Mr. Worthing's ward. I cannot help but expressing a wish that you were, well, just a little older than you seem to be, and not quite so very alluring in appearance. In fact, if I may speak candidly,
Pray do. I think that whenever one has anything unpleasant to say, one should always be quite candid.
well, to speak perfect candor, Cecily, I wish you were fully 42 and more usually playing for your age. Ernest has a strong, upright nature. He is the very soul of truth and honor. Disloyalty would be impossible to him as deception, but even men of the noblest possible moral character are extremely susceptible to the influence of physical charms of others. Modern, no less than ancient history supplies us with many most painful examples of what I refer to. If it were not so, indeed, history would be quite unreadable.
I beg your pardon, Gwendolyn.
Oh. Okay, I want you to stand on pray do and kind of open the floor to her. So like, pray do.
Okay, yeah.
I think whenever one has anything pleasant to say, one should be quite candid. You know, and you can even almost like back up being like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, shoot. Hey.
Go for it,
And
girl.
then kind of when you're saying that she was fully 42 and that you're jealous, kind of like follow her out back in front of the couch. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
Okay.
she'll be like, stand and be like,
Well, to speak with perfect candor, Cecily, I wish that you were fully 42 and more than one of them.
yeah. And then we're like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Okay.
We want to take it from when you sit. Let's do that whole monologue. The oh, it is
Okay.
strange.
Actually, can you do
Yeah, Taylor, do you want to give that cue line?
Yes, I am Mr. Worthing's ward.
Oh. Strange, he never mentioned to me that he had a ward. How secretive of him. He grows more interesting hourly. I'm not sure, however, that the news inspires me with feelings of unmixed delight. I am very fond of you, Cecily. I've liked you ever since I met you, but I am bound to state that now that I know you are Mr. Worthing's ward, I cannot help but express a wish you were, well, just a little older than you seem to be, and not quite so very alluring in appearance. In fact, if I may speak candidly,
Pray do. I think that whenever one has anything unpleasant to say, one should always be quite candid.
well, to speak with perfect candor, Cecily, I wish you were fully 42 and more usually plain for your age. Ernest has a strong, upright nature. He is the very soul of truth and honor. Disloyalty would be as impossible to him as deception. But even men of the noblest possible moral character are extremely susceptible to the influence of physical charms of others. Modern, no less than ancient history, supplies us with many most painful examples of what I refer to. If it were not so, indeed, history would be quite unreadable.
I beg your pardon, Gwendolyn. Did you say Ernest?
Yes?
Oh, but it is not Mr. Ernest Worthing who is my guardian. It is his brother, his elder brother.
Do you want me to sit there where it says? Okay.
I think you should sit on, if it were not so indeed, history would be quite unreadable.
Okay. Okay. Kind of like frustrated.
Yeah. They're talking about how tempting it is that there's a
she's
beautiful
there.
woman around.
Yeah. Should I go from modern?
Yeah.
Okay. Modern, no less than ancient history, supplies us with many most painful examples of what I refer to. If it were not so, indeed, history would be quite unreadable.
I beg your pardon, Gwendolyn. Did you say